Hi folks, my name is Brady and we are back with some more GeoGuessr. We're going to be trying a new map. It's called Places You Won't Expect. We have a 5-minute time limit. We're going to take a look around and try to figure out what we're going to do here. So this is something I don't necessarily expect. What do we got here? Oh, who are you? You look kind of like... That looks kind of like... I might be wrong. That might be Chief Justice John Marshall. He was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court in the founding generation. I don't know if that's necessarily... Oh. Well, this might be the way of telling. Let's, can I go over here? Here, I want to go on this side of the fence. Preservation, Virginia, yeah. That must be John Marshall. Cool, that helps. I love when my history stuff actually helps. APV, so that would be United States, Virginia. But where in Virginia? I don't remember exactly where he might have lived. I'm going to put myself in... Like, I know he's, like, vaguely related to Thomas Jefferson, but I don't know where John Marshall lived. I don't know if this is even John Marshall's house. That might just be... Like, that would be an appropriate painting to put. To have a John Marshall painting. That would... Like, I'd get it. We're gonna go in the house, because I think that would be a more interesting thing to check out. That's almost certainly him. I guess we'll go this way into this room. That appears to be like servant garb. This is already pretty fun. Like, do we have fake food on the table? I can't tell if it's fake or not. I mean, it said the place is closed, so yeah, I'm assuming that looks too cartoonishly cut. This is... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much closer, but I am excited to look around. We got the harp, which is fun. In Virginia, they were very obsessed with being kind of seen as, like, upper class in general. It looks like we have... Yeah, we got, like, an antique deck in here. That's cool. And like, their view of upper class was very European in style, though Thomas Jefferson had kind of a thing for, like, this unique American identity and stuff like that. That was, like, a thing he was very interested in, and kind of helping to shape and mold that identity. But so much of high-class America was just Americans trying to be Europeans. I'm not sure what that is. So, like, whenever you see, like... And we're in Virginia. Whenever you see, like, a somewhat high-class Virginia place... Oh, somebody left the key in the door. That's not ideal. You'll end up seeing stuff that looks very, very European in style. What do we got here? Oh, I wish I knew the Virginia map a little better. This seems a little too broad to actually give me anything, unfortunately. But this is a delightful location to be dropped in. Like, I forgot where the front door was. I wanted to go outside. Oh, I was here, and then... Wait. I was here, and then I went out here. Like, I was actually able to go out the door. Man, I wish I explored a little bit more. I didn't want to leave the main location because it felt like I was supposed to... Oh, yeah, it is the John Marshall house. I just needed to move, like, one step more. That's cool. I'd like to visit that. It's nice that I can do, like, a walkthrough on here if I want to. Yeah, he was considered one of the greatest Chief Justices of the Supreme Court. He wasn't the first, but he was one of the first. Yeah. Richmond felt right, so that's not bad. I'll give that a 5-star thing because I enjoyed everything about it. I want more locations like that. Okay, where are we now? Okay, now I'm going to struggle. I don't know if these are like famous locations. I don't know if I'm gonna know all of the locations. Like John Marshall is not the most famous American figure one could find. Oh, and I don't think I can move either. I wonder if there's actually anything I could work with. There's something about like the architecture here that feels very important, very grandiose. Clearly the Dark Brotherhood has been here. But overall, I'm not really sure what to make of any of it. I'm not very confident in myself. What do we see over here? Okay, we've got some interesting language that I don't know if I'm going to be able to pinpoint, but it comes off as like somewhere in this region. Maybe Middle Eastern. This could be Arabic. Let me look at Indian. I actually think Indian might be a little bit more likely. I don't think I have anything to really build upon because my knowledge of India, I'll put it in New Delhi because I actually know where that is. But most of it, I don't know. I can't tell. Is this place being worked on, or it looks like a little incomplete in a lot of ways. Like there's still work being done on this location. So like I don't know if it's supposed to be famous or not. I haven't caught the pattern of places I won't expect. Like I hear that, but like I don't know what that means here, and everything's a little funky. I think I might just see what it is. I could wait the next 3 minutes, but I feel like I'd be wasting your time, so I'm gonna do it. It was not India, it was Iran. Let me look at the language in Iran. Okay, so it's a little, I think the language looks a little more open. Like everything is a little more connected here. Like we've got like lines like going across the entire thing. What do we got in Iran? Some of this stuff's pretty well connected too, but in a different way. So I guess I've got to like, it's different. And everything looks like little smiley faces stuck together. That seems like, that's a very unsophisticated thing to say, but you know, I'm going to say 3. I think if I knew the language, I would have at least been able to get the place, but I don't know how much further I would have been able to get. This looks interesting. What is this? Maybe there's something off in the distance I'm supposed to get. That might be a thing. It looks like cars are on the right side of the road, which sometimes matters. We've got some trees that are somewhat distinct, a little closer to the equator than not, I would say. Maybe like Malaysia. I don't know. I don't think Malaysia's right, or Indonesia or something. We could be maybe a little north of the equator. We could be a lot of places in... I look pretty far, and I'm not seeing any signs that we're next to the ocean, but I also can't rule it out. We could be just a little bit inland and maybe unable to discern how close to the there we are. Trying to think of places in like the Caribbean this might be able to be, like somewhere Caribbean but like a little bit more inland. Maybe there's something I'm really supposed to be recognizing here. This is a strange location. We have no movement at all. We're just sitting on a tripod here. The architecture isn't standing out to me. that well. Slightly more urban. It could be like anywhere up here. We could be somewhere in Brazil, maybe. That's even possible. Like, there's so much possibility for where this could be. I just don't know if I have the necessary tools to find out. We don't have any writing around here anywhere, do we? No writing on the chairs. I don't know why I would expect any, but what do we got over here? That looks interesting. Not sure what it's supposed to be. No famous buildings off in the distance that I'm missing out on. We got what seems to be kind of mountains over there, which might matter. Could we be maybe somewhere? I don't want to move too far down, because that might cause us to lose it. Do we have anything over here that might be interesting? It's a little mountainous. I don't know any mountains over like in this region. Let's see. I mean, maybe somewhere in this region. Like I see little bits of stuff going on here. Maybe if I stuck myself in Indonesia, that's possible. Like, it's close enough to the equator. It's pretty darn close. That's the best guess I can think of. But I guess if I'm gonna put myself in Indonesia, I should put myself in like a more populous area, which would probably be like somewhere like this. But that still feels like it's kind of small. It feels like this might be a little bit more expansive than that. I'm not sure. Got anything up here at all. None of this feels right. Maybe we could be somewhere in Africa. That is possible. There are places in Africa that this could be. I just don't feel very strongly about any particular one, so it's hard to move from where I was. I need something to like convince me. There are... What if we were like in San Jose? Like, I feel like if I move, I'm just gonna regret it later. So I'm just gonna let it stand. I have no ideas really. Oh, it was the Caribbean. Oh, it's in Cuba. I didn't know they had Google Street View in Cuba. I've never really considered it would be Cuba for that very reason, because I didn't know if they had any Google Street View. But this isn't actually Google Street View. This is one like 360 photograph. So I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be. This is the first time I think I've encountered something with that sort of problem. I'll give that one a 3. I feel like I missed out on something. I don't think that was like any limitations of the location that held me back there. I think that was unexpected. Unexpected locations. Unexpected locations. I have to think with that mentality. Okay. Where are we? We got a DHL. So they're a place where packages have to go. That's a stupid statement. Basically what I'm saying is that the DHL thing doesn't tell me anything. Por bien grandir. Okay, so possibly Spanish. We've got a lot of black people. I want to see if it's more universal or not. You guys could be Hispanic for all I know. I'm not completely sure, but these guys look a little bit darker, so I don't know if I can get like a proper gauge of a place's ethnicity just based on a couple people. There's not really a lot to build off of. This does feel kind of Spanish. So, feels like we could be somewhere in South America. Because we do have kind of a mixture of a lot of black people and Hispanic people, but we also have the possibility of like Portuguese, because I have trouble distinguishing the Spanish and Portuguese languages, so I don't want to rule that out. And there's a pretty big black population in Brazil, and they speak Portuguese, but would also have people who we would identify as Hispanic. I don't know. I'm gonna stick myself in Brazil. No, I'm gonna stick myself in Venezuela. That feels more unexpected. I think Venezuela is less expected than Brazil. I think Brazil is what I would expect, and they're telling me that I won't expect it. This vehicle, I'm very interested in it. I want to know the origins of this thing and why it looks so out of place. We got taxis. Any clues on the taxis? These buildings don't seem to be in wonderful shape. We seem like we're in kind of a slightly more urban area. So we'd probably want to pick one of these bigger names. So I'd put it a little closer to that. Or I could put it like over here. They have a San Diego over there. That's cool. It's nice when I see familiar names in unfamiliar places. It's always fun. Ooh, we got like little curtain doors. That's fun. Okay. If you guys think this one's obvious, then I don't know what it is. Because, like, I feel like I don't have... Le Cap Hotel. Le Cap. Le Cap. Le. Do they do le? I don't think they do le in Spanish, do they? That would be... But also this might not necessarily be like a perfectly Spanish thing. But I don't know if they do le in Portuguese or not. I know they do la, L, and some other forms of L in a consonant, but I don't know... Sorry, L and a vowel, but I don't know if they do le. But do they do it in Portuguese? Got any clues for me, guys? Any clues? Got any les over here? But I also can't just assume that that represents the whole place perfectly. But Brazil feels like something I want to pick. So I shouldn't pick it, because I'm not supposed to expect it. Maybe we're... Who knows? Maybe we could be in Africa. But I don't know where in Africa this could be. This doesn't feel... It doesn't feel like Africa. It feels firmly South American, or possibly over near like the... No, I changed it! Oh! Oh. Oh! So I just accidentally changed it to Nigeria, which fortunately brought me closer. Not closer enough to get me any significant points, but it actually got me closer to where we actually were, which was Madagascar, which I don't know anything about Madagascar as far as like urban areas go. So I guess I wouldn't have expected that. Okay, that's an interesting location. I'm going to rate this as a 2. I don't know. I don't feel like there's much. I feel like I was a little generous for the previous one. What is this? I'm not very cultured, so I'm not exactly sure if this is going to help me at all with it being so... Ooh, we are not dressed like I would recognize here. But I do feel like this might be Saudi Arabia. Where in Saudi Arabia could it be, though? like that feels possible. I don't know. I guess if King Khalid International Airport, this looks like, is this a palace or possibly a hotel, like a high-end hotel of some kind? I don't know. We got, it's kind of hard for me to, I recognize this place. I feel like I've seen it before. I'm gonna put myself over here and look around and see if anything like comes to mind. Jeddah, Mecca. Ooh, maybe we're near Mecca. That would be cool, right? Oh god, I hope we're near Mecca. That would be pretty interesting. But I don't think, I think this is Mount of Mercy. No, that doesn't feel like it's it. This is a very interesting location. I think Saudi Arabia is the right call. But like whereabouts? Because it's a big place. And it's not like in Saudi Arabia that's the only place you can find people dressed in like robes similar to this, but it is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. This kid looks like he's giving this guy a hard time, and he just wants to get this picture, and the kid is just like, he's like, smile for the camera, come on, this is a very nice place, we got this trip, and it's a big deal and stuff, and he's like, he's hanging his arm down like that, and the other kid's like, he doesn't care. It's just this kid, because he never cooperates, and he just wants one good time. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We got people holding hands, very nice. That doesn't really tell me anything. We've got what seems to be a security or something. Got anything over here? Anything fancy? Fancy clocks, plates? I can't really tell. It's from a distance. This is beautiful. Is this that... what's it called? Is this the... what is it called? Oh my god, why am I blanking right now? Hey, it's Bahrain. We learned about that recently. Sorry to get distracted or whatever. It's just like... That's a thing we learned about recently on this channel, and I'm kind of excited about that. Medina? Does Medina have any place that would catch my eye? King Fahd Hospital. That's a hospital. Prince Mohammed bin International Airport. And I'm sorry, Abdulaziz bin Mohammed bin Abdulaziz. It's easy. It's actually easy. I just have to put in the effort. Like the second I have to start thinking about pronunciation, my brain just turns off. But it doesn't have to be hard. Maybe it's not Mecca. Maybe it's Jeddah. Is there anywhere in Jeddah this sounds like? I'm running out of time. I haven't adjusted my piece. I don't feel terrible about where I put it. I just don't feel fully confident. Abba, do you have anywhere over here that seems interesting? It seems like a slightly more urbanized place. It's got a lot going on. None of these places are like ringing a bell, and there's something vaguely familiar about. Oh, it was the UAE. Okay, I guess if I had to, Abu Dhabi, Emirates Palace. Oh, okay, it was like a palace. I was just looking in the wrong country. The UAE would have been so much easier because it's so much smaller. There's a good if I did the UAE, I would probably assume that this is somewhere in Dubai, because I know Dubai is like really fancy. Man, look at these things. That's all really cool. That's so cool. What was it? We learned about Bahrain, and like down here it had something kind of vaguely like that, and these were like man-made little island stick off of the mainland sort of things, which are fascinating. I got 3,000 points. It's not too bad. I'll give this one a 4-star. That one was fun, and that was my fault for not knowing, because that one was doable. So we got 1, 2. We got this one that's pretty much spot on. We got these two, which I don't feel super bad about. This one right here, I should have been further away, actually. And this one right here, that one was just bad. So, not my best round, but, like, it was an interesting round. So I don't have a bonus episode for this one for the members, because I have another thing that I've recorded today for the members, so that should be all set. So if you're a channel member, I always have more stuff coming out. Just look at the community tab and stuff like that. So, that's all. This was fun, and I think it lived up to the name of places I wouldn't expect. So, that was cool. I'll be back with some more GeoGuessr. I'm back into it, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of it going forward. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. All right.